Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm back. I look somewhat whole, but I'm not quite there yet. So, yep, I'll just hang out here for a second and see who joins us. Yeah. I put it out on Facebook, so I didn't put it out as a community post that I was going to be live, but I did this. So, got to get back into the old swing of things, I guess we could call it. While I'm thinking and I'm waiting, I got to see this. Looking at my arm, I have a bracelet that's supposed to be coming from Etsy, but I don't know. Did I somehow lose it? Hello, Etsy. So hopefully it's here soon. So welcome to everybody coming in. Welcome to the replay crew. I gotta see what it says. It shipped. Okay, so I had a dream last night. I missed a bracelet that I ordered off Etsy. And it is coming. That's coming from India. So it might take a while. No biggie. So I'm back. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. What the worst part about this, other than this, the god awful drain, is the exhaustion. I'm tired. I'm constantly tired, but I think that's probably more than normal. And I'm running over a blanket. Pretty sure that's why I can't. Yep, that's why I can't move. But hopefully, I didn't rip the blanket just now. I don't know. God, I hope not. So, my surgery was the 27th, and it actually went pretty smooth. My check-in was, I got told 10:15, and the hospital calls me at 9:30 going, "Where are you?" I'm like, going, "I told I was supposed to check in later." And they're like, "Well, mix up, so we need you now." And I'm like, "Okay, here we go." Yeah. I wasn't fully prepared. I had to go in, no makeup, no perfume, no deodorant, no nothing. And that was really tough. So I don't know if anybody's going to, if they don't show up here in about 15 minutes or so, then I'm probably going to log off and we'll do this again tomorrow. Because I still got stuff I got to get put together. But yeah, everything seemed to went smooth. I came out of it. I wasn't nauseous. I wasn't breathing like I was supposed to, I guess, because they breathe for you during the surgery. So my brain was like, yeah, I'm not done having someone else breathe for me. So, yep. And then I had my follow-up Monday for her to tell me everything looks great. Skin looks great. I'm healing great. Friday, I have an appointment with my surgeon who initially took the site. And so I have a checkup with her, and I still probably won't get my drains out because my output is still too much. The more fluid I get out, the more this dip really, really shows. So we shall see. Let's see. Yeah. What happens? I should tell somebody I'm live. I forgot to tell some people that were close. I guess live. A lot of people around here are gonna need our prayers. I have one who's not doing well. both two people, they're both people who frequent here. So they seriously need our prayers. They need our healing prayers. And also some prayers for the crossing over. This blanket is not folded worth shit. Hey, Sandy, how are you? I'm going to get a couple more people in to realize that I'm live. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than I expected. And I probably should have went live yesterday, but we had to deal with all the cleaning out the back of the refrigerator and the walls would go with that. It didn't go as fast as I had planned on it. But I'm doing way better than I expected. I'm doing way better than the nurse practitioner who saw me Monday expected. My skin's holding out really good. So that's a plus. I go back Friday to see the breast surgeon who did all this. So she can see how I'm doing and, give me the results that the fact that there's, again, that she gave me in my chart, that the cancer is pretty much gone. There's nothing in my lymph nodes. My biggest tumor was like 1.1 centimeter. So by taking the whole thing, I'm crossing my fingers. No, there's nothing to radiate. And there shouldn't be anything for chemo either because it's all gone. So, yeah, I'll possibly have those lovely hormone pills to take or anti-hormone pills, but we'll see how that goes. I really don't want to take those either. I'm trying to get rid of pills, not add to them. But keep your fingers crossed that Friday's trip looks good over the mountains. Monday's trip might be a little dicey. And I have to be in Seattle by 10 o'clock in the morning, so that means my ass is up at 5. And my oldest is driving, so I can at least put on makeup while he drives, but still, my ass has to get up at 5. So on a regular note, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've been 10 days without alcohol. I figured I would go to find something that would help me sleep, because God forbid I gotta sleep sitting up, or on a wedge, and I don't do well with that because I'm not a mouth breather. So when I lay back, my tongue falls backwards, closes the holes to my nose, and then I can't breathe. So I have to roll over. But I thought, well, let's just see how some sleep gummies do. So I went to my local dispensary, since I am in Washington State and over 21. God, way over 21. And so they gave me some stuff with melatonin. I do not do melatonin at all. Because then I'm sleepy for most of the rest of the day. The little gray kitty that comes in, the little fuzzy one, evidently she came into the bedroom meowing. I was asleep. I don't remember this. I meowed back. So, needless to say, another trip to the store was required. And I got some stuff without the melatonin. Smooth sleeping. Really nice. Really good. I could tell when when it was kicking in, because I could hear the variations of my heater. Well, not my heater, but my fan, my air cleaner, but by my bed. If the radiator heater turned on, it slows the fan down just a skosh, and when it clicks off, the fan picks up again. So I'm picking up on this, and I'm like going, why am I noticing this? Oh, nighttime gummies are kicking in. So yeah, that was funny. I was like, oh. So they help. Oh God, do they help? Because with my little attachment. Excuse me, I haven't drained and no one needs to see because it's just gross. I have to wear it on a lanyard and then keep it kind of away from me so I don't roll over on it. So this is gonna be my buddy for a good week and a half. I think once it's out, I'll feel fabulous. Other than the wrinkles and the crinkles I got going on here. Because I can feel every now and then, because I'm not exactly sure it comes out of, they put a slit and it comes out, right out of my side here. And I think it goes under and around, I think is how the drain works. Not sure. But I can feel things move. Like little bubbles go through. No, the vibrating has pretty much stopped. As I put on a Facebook, that it's just it's like it would over here vibrate like I had my phone in my pocket in my bra getting a text message. It was just going crazy. And I commented, it's just like my left side's over here texting my right side going, "Hey, where'd you go? You're gone. I don't see you there anymore." And so, yeah, but that's finally stopped. I think that the nerves were angry because they got cut. And so I can kind of feel this, but down in here, I can't feel that at all. I've got wrinkles and dips and divots because of the little plastic bag is kind of deflated. I've only got like 100 cc's in it, so hopefully next Monday they'll add a little bit more and help inflate the bag so I don't have the wrinkles and the pulls where it just doesn't feel right. But yeah, I figured this last week I would just be all in bed and just not feeling good, and since I wasn't sick, I came out like, okay, yeah, this is a little sore, and I still got to I take my regular meds anyway, so the only extra thing I do now is take one in the middle of the night just to help me sleep. But so once they get this airbag or water bag to the capacity that we're both comfortable with, that I am and the plastic surgeon is, then I think it's probably several, because it says 2 to 3 months I go. Oh, no kidding. He would be really, really confused about what happened. But so I'm hoping in 2 months, because I didn't have any radiation, I don't have to deal with any of that. Then I can get the permanent implant, and then I just cut and dry and just be done with this, and I heal and just finished. So until they want to design another body part for that is going to be nothing anyway. I'm going to question, do I really want it there or not? I mean, I did ask for the squeaky toy. I did not get it. But I'm doing okay. I organized. I spent yesterday going through the freezer, organizing the shit that I'll never eat, that I put in there, thinking, hey, let's vacuum seal these ripe bananas and I'll make bread out of them later on. No. Those have been in there since 22. I checked them. So, yeah. I almost checked a shirt too. Amazon vacuum seals, or whoever sells it through Amazon has a vacuum sealed. So one of those paper bags that we all get from Amazon instead of the box. I prefer the bags. I didn't open it, but I just saw a pile of them and put it away, and then it was like, oh shit, my shirt, because it's not long enough and it's not baggy enough to cover this drain. So yeah, they were really pretty too, but I gotta take them back. Yeah, I'm doing way better. Oh, I've got mesh in here too. it's like I don't know what kind of structure it is. If it's like okay. It's from someone else's body. That much I know. They've rinsed it for all the DNA, everything. So it's just basically a building block that my system can build onto to help protect it. Hey, Crown Vicky, how are you, sweetheart? Yep, I was gonna go live yesterday, but I just didn't get a chance. But everybody, Crown Vicky, she's a wonderful lady. I met her on TikTok. And I need to get a hold of her because I need to order a bonnet. This hair is so dry. But yeah, she's a really neat lady. Out of Canada, another one of our Canada people. Speaking of Canada people, where's Brazzy? Yeah. I'm trying to get the oh, that's me. I'm the one causing. Okay, stop folding for now till that's out. That extra wind is causing my heater back there to flare up. But now I know why. But I'm hoping every day gets a little bit better and a little bit easier once this drain is out and I stop having this pucker. It's just the water bag that they have in here is stitched in like 3 different places, and so I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden and I'll be going like this because I can feel that bag is creeped over where it's not supposed to. Okay, it's not me doing it; it's just this doing it. Okay, but she said the fuller it gets, the less I'll feel those edges. But right now it's not as raw as it was before, but man, it just gets tucked in there and it hurts. I'm just ready for the final one, but all the skin has to heal and stop being angry at me. I wonder what's causing it to do that. Well, it's still warm. I actually got to feel what a silicone or the new things feel like. They feel squishy. They're really, really weird. Yeah, it'll definitely be softer than this. I have right about in here somewhere. I don't have a magnet in the kitchen. I was sitting there playing the other day because I could stick a magnet to me and it stays. There's a port where they inject the water, the saline water in there. Well, they have to have the tabs. You have to be sewn into this thing basically so that it doesn't roll around and move on you. And, if it flips over, then they can't fill any more water to stretch the skin and you're going to. So that's why it's all put into place. But they find it with what I saw on YouTube, mind you. The old really cheap ass Stanley stud finders or the nail finder, a little magnet that sticks up straight. That's pretty much what they run through here. And then they know where to inject the needle, which I'm hoping they know a little before they fill me up, I guess. So, and hopefully the final surgery they'll swap out for the implant, and then they'll lift and tuck and separate or whatever they've got to do to this side so they match. So, cook my pop. She said even if need be to get them to look, kind of like sisters, not twins. They'll never be twins. Kind of look like sisters, or at least part of the same family. They might put a small implant on this side too. I don't know. I just know. Awesome, Steve. Thank you. My battery's dying on this one on my phone because I didn't plug it in. But and then through this, I've got the heart procedure on the 4th of next month, which I gotta be awake for. And I got the notification that wants me off my heart medication for 48 hours. God, that is going to be a very painful 48 hours. I mean, the poor girls in recovery. I know I'm like I'm second to the last person coming out. Oh, awesome, Sandy. I don't have it in here. I got a dress from her from my granddaughter. It's so cute. I think the skirt still fits, but I think I need to have her make me a new top. Oh, the pattern, it's got a certain name for the name of this fabric, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And she's so cute in it. Anywho, where was I? Oh, the girls, the poor nurses in recovery. My heart rate was it was doing its normal thing. I know, like it'll usually do here if the sun's active. And they were just watching my heart rate go all over the place, and I'm like, well, it's okay. It's actually beating. It's probably about 80 beats a minute, but since it's not a full beat, it's not picking up. It's fine. This is the way it's supposed. Well, not supposed to be, but this is the way I'm functioning at the moment. And yeah, they were getting really concerned. I'm like, it's okay. Just don't worry about it. Once I get out of here, I'll take some of my meds and it'll, it won't go away, but for me, it'll feel like it's gone. So, yeah, they didn't know what to do. So they brought in my youngest and they brought in Keith, to help me breathe because I've just laying there half out of it, not breathing, I guess. And I still didn't take any deep breaths like you're supposed to. And mother, when she was still alive, she'd continually tell me to breathe. Graduated 58 through nursing school, continually tell me to breathe. So hubby's telling me to keep breathing and keep breathing, and I look over and I said, thanks, Eva. And he goes, I just about left. Because my mother at one point in time, the nurses just about kicked her out because every time I fell asleep after surgery, not in recovery, I was out of recovery. She kept waking me up every few minutes to breathe. And they're like, she needs her sleep. They about kicked her out of the hospital. So, hey, crossover, how are you? No. I'm letting people know I'm okay. Well, it's okay to be expected. But it didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. So, and I think the fact that I wasn't sick made it a lot easier. But I'm sure glad I stayed that first night closer to the hospital. Even though it really wasn't that close to the hospital, but it was like 30 minutes away. I got a big divot right here and a scrunchy bag and swelling. But other than that, I mean, they tell me not to use this arm. Well, I'm right-handed. It's kind of hard. I got to go slow if I go above my head. But that's not so much of a problem. And I swear to God, I think using that ring fit that I've been using for the last couple of years made all the difference in the world. Thank you, Sandy. Made all the difference in the world because the arm was a little stronger, more flexible. They really didn't take anything out of my lymph nodes, so that made a difference. It's if I go to like this way to pull up my slippers, holy mother of the gods, that hurts over here. So there's something, I think that bag is, hitting on the raw muscles and it doesn't like it at all. And I can't do 4 weeks, no lifting over 10 pounds, no real work with my right arm, which is next to impossible. No driving. So I had to schedule an eye appointment where I can be driven to the eye appointment. And that's going to be tough. I mean, they told me like with the C-section, no driving for 6 weeks. Well, I'm sorry. When you have your baby in the beginning of December, There is no driving for 6 weeks. You have to Christmas shop. Yeah. So I was out there very gently, with a stick shift, driving to different stores to, slowly gather, stuff for Christmas. And I never do what I'm told. So I'll probably be driving myself to the post office now that I'm back alone at the house and I'm not being, every deep breath I take or, make a face. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just regular aches and pains. My back hurts, but I can't bend over to pop it anymore right now. So, it's getting too warm. Oh gosh, I had to close the windows. It's snowing. I looked out the window and went, I don't want to see it snow. And I want to keep my heat in. So, yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. My brain thinks this is Tuesday, even though it's Wednesday, because I didn't have Carly on Monday. So, I'll be back tomorrow. I know Friday. No, I won't be back because, yeah, I have still no idea what we're driving. I would prefer to go. Oh, Friday, I just got to go to Issaquah. Monday morning, we have to go to Cherry Hill, Pill Hill in Seattle, to where the roads are like this. And here's the width of a car. And here's the width of the road. Basically, only one car. And you got people parking on both sides of this road. And you got to figure out a way to get we took the expedition because of the snow Monday. Hey, Shannon, how are you? And that's kind of scary. We had to fold in the mirrors just to get up there so we could get into the parking area. And did not know there was a high school in with all those hospitals. I do now. Like, where are all these kids coming from? And then I'm like, oh, wow, there's a high school up here, I'm not familiar with Seattle very well. I just know don't get on Aurora unless you want to drive 20 plus miles north to finally be able to turn around and go back. That's about all I know of Seattle. It was a beautiful day. Sunday before surgery. Beautiful blue skies. I thought, I'll go to Alki Beach. I'll go to the lighthouse, which is not much of what people would consider a lighthouse. It's just like maybe a 2-story building. But still, I thought, I'll go there and get some nice pictures. Well, everybody and their dog thought, oh, it's a blue skies out here in Seattle. Let's get outside and go by the water. There was no parking. I was just like, yeah, I have to do this in the middle of a week kind of thing. But it was really pretty. The stars were out in an Airbnb that had there's almost zero light pollution. It was so pretty, but I didn't have time to explore. Even it was probably a quarter of a mile walk to Sammamish River, maybe. Just down the dirt road, but I didn't have time to explore. So, yes, she does. She does have a wonderful channel. We're getting some more people in here. We got a couple people that really need our prayers. A couple of my regulars. One is not only dealing with the health issue, but the crossing of a family member. And then the other one, she's having some internal problems. So we need to, put our prayers up for her, as well as Jackson. It goes by Flaming Jackson. His Meemaw passed away. And they had been helped taking care of her to the end too. So, yeah. Let's get some love and prayers out to those guys. They really need it. Yes, exactly. Prayers for Todd. Yep. I didn't want to really throw names around, but we all know who it is. yeah, he's got it tough right now. He's got health and now mom. So yeah, and poor Jackson. Mima was his world. So I feel for him. He's younger than my youngest, which cracks me up. Yeah. Um. Noise operas younger than my youngest. Cracks me up. Excuse me, guys. Got a burp. I need to get rid of this. But and now I gotta find something that's not gonna. I could drink lemonade all day long, but with the real sugar, so I gotta find something else. I gotta start drinking tea, I guess. Oh yeah, it is a terrible time for so many. I mean, uh, part of my, I think, speedy recovery is that one, daughter. Um, she didn't want to see two of her mothers go for the same reason. So yeah, there was a lot of mind over matter that I have to heal and I have to be better and did up. Oh, yes. Prayers for body illusion. That poor thing. Oh God, it just makes me hurt to have to go through all that. But yeah, Vicky's. Ones on this channel is for prayers, depending on how the person is. Prayers, positive thoughts, positive energies, however they want to put out it. My attitude is you've got someone who does positive thoughts, and then and the person who needs it is someone who takes prayers. Well, the person with a positive thought sends them out, and the person who needs it receives them as prayers. And even I also look at it this way: even if you're like me, who's having a tough time, but I still, do prayers for other people, it doesn't take away from my energy. It actually adds to my energy. So it helps. So yeah. Mm. we just we just got to lift each other up, and that's the big thing. But I didn't really have any permission to say any names, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to reach out to both of them. I've been kind of bad lately doing anything. It's just exactly, Shannon. Any kind of positivity is a good thing, especially in this world. We have to be the light bringers, the light bearers, the light workers to this darkness that we have around us. So yeah. All I've been watching lately is, speaking of darkness, is Mystery Archives or Slapped Ham still. Can't deal with the politics. Just I get burnt out. So been watching a lot of that lately. Or Alpha Central now. So I can tell the 9-year-olds, you don't ever talk to men like this. No. Mm-mm. But I'm kind of glad for channels like Alpha Central to teach people, because I only raise boys. My youngest, he's got his fiance, and my oldest now it's final, I think, sometime next month. So yeah, he'll be out on that circuit again, and I'm looking at that circuit going, oh my God, no thanks. No thanks. So, hi Don, how are you? Oh, oh Giza, that new proposal just doesn't make me feel comfortable at all. No, people need their homes back. Um, it's I'm not a fan of that new policy at all. But I don't know. Though I am a fan of no taxes on tips or overtime. So I'm also a fan of getting rid of the education system. I got through school up until the beginning of high school without it. That wasn't a thing. We learned to read. Our priorities on education and reading were far higher than they are now. Oh, yeah. Uh, I wish kind of that was what is it? Jimmy Carter's doing, I think, involving that. And well, I spent 9 years in education, and I watched education go. They're like, oh well, homeschooling's an experiment. It's like, excuse me, what did we do up until 100 years ago? How did we learn things? Homeschooling, or in a one-room schoolhouse like my Aunt Mary taught. The kindergarten to 8th grade. Because back then, if you passed 8th grade, you could be a teacher. So, and what is it we haven't heard much of anymore is the drones. That kind of went quiet. Um, let's see. Supposedly now we have a stronger border for stopping the fentanyl, which needs to be stopped. What was it? I forget. Someone did the math that the 40-some pounds of fentanyl could kill. I forget the planet, how many times over. I was like, it's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Um, the news blast is behind a bit, so me gathering up what's up on the news is behind a bit. People are freaking out about what is it, U.S. aid being shut down. It's not aid like we think. Most people will think, okay, well, we're helping out the underprivileged or whatever. No, it's not that at all. It's just like all the extra pork fat that would go into that one bill where Pakistan got speedboats. Why is our tax dollar giving them speedboats? It's just a fancy money laundering thing. And I'm tired of my money being laundered. It's like the little guy in the UKR. He's got, I forget how many $1 million house in Florida, how many other things, but yet says, well, we didn't get enough money from, you say you give us this much, we only get this much. I'm like, going, you have a house, sell it, and fund your own revolution over here. Oh. Mm-hmm. Um, did you hear about Gaza yesterday? I heard it just faintly go by. I need to go see what Israeli News Live has got. If Stephen Benoon something has said anything about it. Yeah, he's not happy with the treatment over there at all. I can't say that I blame him. I'm not either. We don't need to be world police. What was it? Iran said they were going to step up their nuclear weapons program, and I'm like thinking, haven't you guys been doing that for years anyway? Like, oh, we need to stop them. Ooh. Or we need to stop them. Let's throw billions of dollars at them. Let's stop them. I mean, George Washington had it set up that we were not to interfere in any other country's business. That was his suggestion. We're isolated. Let us stay isolated, make our own goods, work with our own goods, not have to deal with other people's problems. And look where we are now. So I'm just over here listening to like the Haunting in Connecticut stories or Emily Rose, and makes me want to go down and get my Raggedy Ann and Andy and set my K2 meter up beside it and see if they do anything. Because the 9-year-old, when I thought, well, somebody will finally play with my big ass Raggedy Ann and Andy's. Handmade in Brazil. The 9-year-old, when she was little, had nothing to do with them. So now after watching all these mystery archives, have it sit there with my K2 meter and see what I get. It's downstairs in the room below me. So I'm pretty sure if the 9-year-old won't have anything, blah, 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 excuse me, rented lips. If the 9-year-old won't have anything to do with it, I'm pretty sure the 4-year-old won't either. So, yeah, I watch this stuff and I get curious about I get more curious than I already am about the paranormal. So, the one thing I did notice, where's it at? Oh, I think it's hanging up behind me. Mystery Archives, they talk about not seances, when the priest comes in. An exorcism. It's interesting because maybe it's because I recognize it, so I pick it out. But they'll show a rosary, but they're showing an Eastern Orthodox rosary instead of a Catholic rosary. I'm going, okay, I'm being a little too picky here. But it just always catches me off guard. I'm like, that's not a... Never mind. So, yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh, good Lord, I'm growing on Instagram like crazy. So now I have a professional dashboard, and evidently there's key terms they don't like. Even with my jokes, because like when I tell my jokes, I like to throw in kind of like one of the keywords from the joke into the description. Well, I'll get, can't monetize this because I guess it was the tag I used. And so I have to submit it, it's like, so you people understand this is a joke here. I'm just telling memes that I'm finding. And once you click over to that stupid monetization on Instagram, I can't figure out how to get out of it. Nobody can. So, hey, Brazzy, how are you? Yeah, I looked it up on Reddit. Nobody's figured out how to get out of it. So, and somebody on Clapper, I think I got 1 cent donated to me or gifted, whatever. I don't know how it works. I have no clue how it works. But yeah, I was laughing. I'm like, how the hell do I even find this? So, oh God, this starts to hurt after a while. Y'all can see my folds and there's 100 cc's in there, so with the swelling and everything, it still looks like I got 2 pair. But this cuts into where I can't really feel it. I don't know. But yeah. I got here, I'll pull it up. Let's take one. The calls are getting worse. But I don't want to have to wear glasses. Let's see. Share screen. I've got, you guys can see, I'll show you guys how you guys can see how it just dimples in there. I don't know which one works better to look through. Now I can't even find it. Where's preview? You can see how there's a divot there and a divot there. No, I asked for the squeaky toy. She laughed and said, unfortunately, we can't, for sterility reasons, we can't do that. And not to mention, as much as we think about it. We're old. We start tossing and turning in bed in the middle of the night, and you'll have every cat and dog in the room, in the neighborhood, going, oh, there's a squeaky toy in here somewhere. No sleep will be gotten at all. So, yeah, I got dips there. I got a dip down in here. And this one in here, I can't feel. It's like I've been permanently to the dentist. So, yeah, I'll get them. Eventually, I'm supposed to have the nerves will grow back, but it's still really, really weird feeling. Because I can feel the pressure from this thing pushing on me, but I really can't feel it. It just drives me bananas. So, but she said as soon as they start putting more fluid in there, it'll feel better. It's just getting to the point of adding more fluid. Oh my God, those are filthy. So, yeah, there's a lot of healing I got left to do. I'm hoping, like I said, it's done by, they said 2 to 3 months. So maybe the end of March, beginning of April, I'll get the permanent replacement for at least for the next 10 years in. And then I can really start healing and start stretching and gaining these muscles back for summer hiking. So that's the goal. I want a new woman that had a third one, like Wahlberg. Yeah, he's got, well, I'm pretty sure he's still got it. It's not something I don't think you go off and remove. But yeah, they're talking about rebuilding the nipple too, and I'm like going, why? You know, it'll permanently look like it's cold. Why? You know, just go without one, I think, and not to mention one less surgery anyway. I'd look like the I have a hula apple label, and it's a hula girl, and she's a topless hula girl. She just doesn't have nipples, so people doesn't dawn on them when they look at it that this girl is topless, except in her grass skirt. So, man. But Friday I'm on the road. Monday I'm on the road. Be back Tuesday. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, obviously, but I'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll look a little bit more even. God, I want this drain out so bad. It's the worst. Don't catch it on any. Don't let it ever. Oh, if you all ever have a drain, don't let it drop. That hurts. I had it sitting on the countertop because I have to measure out everything. All my output, and I had it laying on the side of the sink, and I moved just a little to grab the cup so I could measure it, and it dropped, and it just pulled my skin. I'm like, no. Yeah, it didn't feel good at all. So, yeah, that's all I'm thinking, And if I'm gonna go that route, hell, I'm gonna make it flashy. I'm gonna probably make it look more, not quite a Georgia O'Keeffe style, but more like a flower. If I'm gonna do that, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Less hospital trips, the better. I have now seen the mountain pass, except for early spring. In every season, I could see it because we didn't start going over there until the beginning of May. So, mouth with teeth. Ow. The Rocky Horror, not the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Shit. The Plant. All I could think of was Feed Me Seymour and Rick Moranis. Little Shop of Horrors. There we go. Yeah, that's all I could think of. Mouth and Teeth, or the Why Files with Hecklefish. Yeah. Still can't find small enough teeth. I mean, I don't think we're going to find small enough teeth to go with make him a proper Hecklefish. 210. It's not too bad. I still got to put my meds together today. And this hurts. But I swear to God, if it wasn't for that ring fit, my poor arm would be so hard I wouldn't be able to move it much. So that was the one thing. They're like, no exercising for 4 weeks. I'm like, excuse me? How can I do that? I mean, I can go on a treadmill, no running. I'm not supposed to get my heartbeat up over 130, which is fine. With all the beta blockers, my metropolo, I don't know how to pronounce it. It rarely gets up that high anyway. So I can probably still do squats. Running in place isn't going to be a thing. I'll be doing this, trying to run in place, where I can't move. And then you got the ring, you're trying to hold on to it. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'll probably just do squats or something. But that's been my exciting news. I'm somewhat okay. I feel fine other than this aches and pains. And like I said, once it drains out, I think most of the irritation and the pain will be gone. And I can sleep better. But I will say it's really weird. It's starting to get cold in here again. I can feel the cold air, whereas this side would respond to the fact that it's cold. This side doesn't have anything left to respond to the fact that it feels that it's cold. So I can feel all my little nerves go like this. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's been definitely the adventure. And the fact that this was all an outpatient surgery just blows my mind. I mean, I went under. They brought me back there. I got to see where the room I was going to, and I remember 2 deep breaths into the mask, and that's the last thing I remember. And then being woken up, going, "Okay, you're in recovery now," and I'm like, "Okay." And then I move around, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm in recovery." She's like, "Well, we usually just give Tylenol and maybe some Aleve, for your pain," and I'm like, I'm like, but my doctor, since the hospital doesn't have a pharmacy in it, a regular, like some hospitals, you go to the basement, pick up your meds at the pharmacy and leave and whatnot. This doesn't have it. So she prescribed everything I needed, like an antibiotic, anti-nausea, anything I need for pain. And so I got it ahead of time and had it in my bag. I brought it with me. So I am on 2 weeks of antibiotics. And lots of yogurt. And yogurt with, what is it, a half a cup of grape nuts is 100% of your daily allowance. I believe it is of iron, or 99%. Really close to being 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to get going so I can take down the cord before, once she gets here, she trips over it. We're still working on these. I don't think the coordination and her have completely communicated just yet. And coordination just throws out a few words that are like, "Don't do that. Don't trip over this," So they're still not quite on full speaking terms yet. So yeah, I've watched this thing get. So guys, I love you all. I will be back tomorrow. Now, probably won't have anything really exciting to talk about unless I go through YouTube tonight and find something. But other than bitch, because it's cold outside and there's no sunshine. But I will catch you all tomorrow. I'm good. Just keep your prayers up and keep everybody uplifted that needs it right now. It's really tough, especially in the heart of winter, having to deal with everything right now. Just tell them you love them. Let them know everybody. It's going to be okay. Just one step at a time. All my love, Miss Dragon. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.